During World War II, the German dictator established and used multiple Führerhauptquartiere, or headquarters, across Europe as part of his military strategy. Probably the most famous ones were the Berghof, Hitler's holiday resort in Obersalzberg of the Bavarian Alps near Berchtesgaden, and the Wolfschanze, or Wolfslair, his headquarters in East Prussia. He spent more time here than anywhere else during World War II. Among these many headquarters was the little-known Werwolf, a clandestine compound hidden in a pine forest approximately 12 kilometers north of Vinnytsia in Ukraine. Operational between 1942 and 1943, Werwolf served as a strategic command post on the Eastern Front during pivotal battles with the Soviet Union. The name Werwolf in German carried both mythic and ominous undertones, reflecting Hitler's fascination with folklore and symbolism. Unlike the expansive and large Wolfslair, Werwolf was a smaller, more secluded complex intended for use as Hitler's operational base during the German army's Eastern campaign. The construction began in late 1941 when German forces pushed deep into Soviet territory. Thousands of Soviet prisoners of war and local forced laborers were conscripted under brutal conditions to build the compound. Many succumbed to starvation, exhaustion, or execution during the process, leaving Werwolf tainted with suffering from its very inception. This headquarters was a stark contrast to Hitler's other headquarters. The site consisted of wooden cabins, concrete bunkers, and support facilities rather than elaborate fortifications. Key structures included Hitler's personal living quarters, meeting rooms, communications facilities, and an underground air raid shelter. A swimming pool, gardens, and an electricity generator provided additional amenities, though the complex lacked the scale and sophistication of the Wolfslair. Notably, Werwolf was camouflaged and heavily guarded, designed to blend into the surrounding Ukrainian forest to evade Soviet reconnaissance. Despite these efforts, Werwolf's infrastructure remained relatively modest, further underscoring its purpose as a temporary wartime outpost. Hitler spent several months at the Werwolf between July of 1942 and March of 1943, overseeing military operations as Germany sought to maintain momentum on the Eastern Front. From this headquarters, he monitored key offensives, including the push towards Stalingrad, a campaign that would ultimately end in devastating defeat for the German army. While Hitler's stay at the Werwolf was marked by meetings and strategic planning, the isolation and harsh winter conditions made it an uncomfortable experience. Eyewitness accounts suggest that Hitler grew increasingly paranoid and reclusive during this period, especially as military setbacks mounted. By early 1943, the tide of the war had shifted in favor of the Soviet Red Army. Following Germany's catastrophic defeat at Stalingrad, Hitler abandoned Werwolf, retreating westward to safer, more fortified headquarters. After the war, little remained of the Werwolf. The Germans deliberately destroyed portions of the site during their withdrawal to prevent its use by the advancing Soviet forces. Over the decades, the complex ruins have been largely reclaimed by nature, leaving behind a haunting reminder of German occupation and the immense human cost associated with its construction. Today, the site of the Führerhauptquartier Werwolf near Vinnytsia serves as both a historical landmark and a somber memorial. Visitors can explore remnants of the concrete bunkers and foundations, as well as a memorial dedicated to the victims who perished during its construction. The werewolf remains a powerful symbol of the Eastern Front's brutality, a place where history intersects with tragedy and the eventual collapse of Hitler's war machine. As a lesser-known Hitler headquarters, Werwolf offers a glimpse into the complexities of German military planning and the human toll of war, reminding us of the dangers of unchecked power and totalitarianism. The werewolf stands as a shadowy footnote in World War II history, a secretive outpost in the Ukrainian forest where plans were devised, lives were lost, and an empire began its decline. Its ruins, though silent, speak volumes about the horrors of war and impermanence of power. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.